What's going on, sports fans? Joey Shreds here at Dillon Park on what would have been day 260 of the 30-day Ollie Challenge. However, on day 232, I blew out my new knee over at Zionsville, dislocated it on a down rail. I will spare you the footage, but I'll link it below if you want to see it. I want to take this opportunity to say thanks for following me thus far. I'm going to give you some updates as I go as to my recovery and the process. Do want to talk a bit today about some of the things that I've been milling over for the last 3 weeks. First thing is, it's probably not a good idea to skateboard without health insurance. Just throwing that out there. I know it's probably pretty obvious, but I didn't think I was going to get hurt, and I don't think anybody without insurance thinks they're going to get hurt. So it's a $4,400 mistake. I've already paid the deposit, and it very well might be a little bit more than that once they get in and do the surgery tomorrow. Surgery scheduled at 8 a.m. up in Westfield at Ortho Indy, and I will be going under general anesthesia. Woo! So I will be checked completely out for about a half an hour while they fix the leg. Doctor says I'm going to be able to walk on it within a day or so I don't think it's going to be too bad, but I've managed to get the weekend off. Shout out to Blair Clark and Artist Development Company for getting my gig covered up at 3 Up. And this is the first weekend I've had off in, I don't know, like probably 2 years. So it'll be nice to have a little bit of rest. When I think about leading up to the injury, because I had skated 231 days in a row, and many of those days were really, really long sessions and really skating aggressively. And I was ultimately trying to brute force my way into high ollies, and didn't work. And I think it led me ultimately to wear down my knee to the point of getting the injury. Leads me to the third thing I want to talk about is making sure you're taking your time and progressing. I was not ready for the down rail, and I've been trying them all summer and doing them pretty unsuccessfully all summer and not really making a whole lot of progress. And I don't think that just forcing your way through something is a good idea. And when I went and looked back at the footage and studied some other skaters and seeing that ultimately what led me to come down wrong is I was not turning at the end of the rail. I was waiting until I got off the rail to turn. And that could have been avoided maybe in doing another 1,000 board slides and really realizing that mistake early on and fixing it before I got onto that rail. I'm kind of under this impression that if I'm not going to get something within 5 or 10 attempts, then I'm just not ready to move on to that trick. I'm sure there are plenty of examples of that not being the case with professionals, but I'm not a professional and I'm an amateur just trying to figure this out all on my own. And so that was really kind of what I took away from the situation, is that I was moving on to a down rail before I was ready to skate the down rail. I needed to be really, really comfortable with backboard slides going super fast, because that's ultimately the difference when you're doing a down rail and a flat rail, is the speed in which that you come out of the trick at. And I wasn't really ready to handle it, and ultimately I paid the price for it. So brute force is not a good idea. Taking your time is important. Having health insurance is important. But then also, probably the heaviest thing to deal with psychologically was the thought of I might not be able to skate again. And I'm still not sure what level I'm going to be able to skate when I get back. I doubt me doing a tray flip down, El Toro is probably not going to happen in this lifetime. And hucking off of stair sets and getting kind of reckless with ledges, probably not a good idea, because my knee will be prone to dislocation again. So we're going to spend a lot of time going very slow, learning how to skate switch and getting really back to the fundamentals until I feel super confident my knee is healed. It may take a year, it may take 2 years, and that's okay, because as long as I still get the joy out of skateboarding, that's what's important. And I don't regret this at all. I started skating again a year and a half ago after a 30-year break. In this last year and a half, even with the injury, I wouldn't have traded it. I've learned so much about myself. I learned so much about skateboarding, about fitness, about how the body moves, and the amount of fun that I have had in the last year and a half has been really priceless. So I don't regret it at all. And the old saying is true: pain is temporary, chicks dig scars, and glory lasts forever. Pain is temporary, chicks dig scars, and glory lasts forever. Even if I never skate again, I still got my clip of me ollieing a fire hydrant and clearing some of those orange barriers and flyouts, and have some great memories of going out to Macau to skate. I'm going to be going back to Macau in 3 weeks, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to skate for a while. The good news is the contract is for a year, so I'm going to be over there for a year. I'm going to take you guys along on the journey, so you'll be able to see some of the places that I visit and some of the things that hopefully I will get to skate one day. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys' support and your comments and your likes and reaching out to me. And shout out to my man Steve at Steve's Skate Explosion. If you haven't checked out his channel, please do. Another unexpected win from skateboarding is really understanding the importance and feeling the community and the vibe, just coming out of the park and making new friends, and how encouraging everybody's been, either here in Indiana or even over in China. When I showed up to Hong Kong on a Monday night and watching the Hong Kong skaters shred out at the park, and they were all super friendly and really encouraging of the old man. I guess I'm the old man now, which is really nuts to be 45 and feeling like I'm an old man, but I still feel, my body still feels fine. I come from a fitness background, a bodybuilding background, so having those skills really helps, and I think is going to help with my recovery. So just a quick update. Thank you guys for watching, and I will keep making videos every day until the end of the year, and we'll keep you up posted on my updates. Thank you so much. If you recognize this beat, drop it in the comments.